Yo, what is up, guys? We're here to have another discussion. This time it's about Manchester United. I honestly cannot believe that we're already halfway through the season and these guys are actually in the mix for the title race. This is crazy. I would have never, I would have never suspected this at the beginning of the year. Um, and especially coming with Liverpool's loss at Southampton. The next team that Manchester United is playing is Fulham, and all they need to do is get at least a draw at Fulham, and they'll officially be top of the league. Probably what I think would be the first time this season. Just coming into the season, Manchester United were not looking very good. Especially their first game, they lost at Crystal Palace 3-1. Everybody was making fun of Ollie. Everyone was calling him a freaking gym teacher. And it was honestly at that point it was looking like just a matter of time for Ollie to get fired at the out of the job, especially even through this season. And it wasn't even like they kicked into gear after that. I mean, for God's sakes, they even lost to Tottenham 6-1 at home. But I mean, you can't fault consistency, and that's definitely the one thing that they've been, and probably since that 6-1 loss, to be honest. Like their away form has been incredible. To be honest with you, they won their last 10 matches away, and like that is the kind of consistency that any title winning side will have. I mean, the only other team to win like their first 6 away matches are Chelsea in 2009 and Manchester City in 2018. And you already know how good Manchester City were in that 2018 season. I mean, of course, I don't think they're gonna eclipse that, but still, it's definitely something to take note of. Bruno Fernandes is honestly ridiculous. He's a fucking monster. He really is. I'm sorry for cursing, but he's just ridiculous. The way he just leads this team is remarkable. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I honestly don't know how he went so under the radar when it came to the big European teams, but I mean, yeah, even without the penalties this year, he scored the most non-penalty goals for a midfielder. So as much as you want to call him a penalty merchant, he's still getting goals even without getting penalties and stuff. And in the last like 27 games, in the first 27 games that he's appeared in for Manchester United, he's been involved in like 31 goals, which is an absurd amount of goals for a player to be involved in. And just from like when he started playing in the team till now, the only team that's even got more points than Manchester United is Liverpool in that time span. So that tells you that this good form that they're going through now isn't just a flash in the pan type of thing. Manchester United, I think, have won like probably like their last have been unbeaten in like their last 10 games. One of the things that is really important when it comes to winning the Premier League is wins. And I mean, and when I say it like that, you'll probably think, well, I mean, duh, no shit. If you don't win your games, you're not going to win the league, which is obviously true. When I say wins are more important than draws, because when you draw too much, it starts to add up a lot. And the reason, and again, I know it sounds obvious, but the reason why I'm saying this is because if you start to draw a lot, you have to lose even less games to make up for any points that you would have lost during a draw. I mean, my point is proven in just looking at the table as it is. Liverpool have technically lost less games than Man United, but Man United can still reach first ahead of them just because Liverpool have drawn twice as many games as them. Manchester United have 10 wins. Liverpool have 9. And the only other team that has 10 wins is Leicester, besides them. And Leicester's only a point behind Liverpool. And this is despite the fact that, over the course of the season, Liverpool have been a better team. They've scored less goals. They've scored more goals. And they've conceded, the same amount of goals. And I'm saying this to say that if Liverpool keep doing this thing where they can't find a way to eke out wins, and they can't turn draws into wins, even if they don't lose that many games, it's not gonna matter because Manchester United don't need to. Manchester United aren't the type of team to be drawn a lot. So at the end of the day, 3 points is always better than 1. I don't think they're going to win the league, but just the fact that they're this high up, after halfway through the season, there definitely has to be a conversation to be had about them. I'll probably make videos about some of the other teams in the top part of the league, not just the Premier League, other leagues as well. But this is just probably the most shocking, so I kind of want to start out with them. If I were to rate their chances of winning the league, I'd say that it's. I don't know if they can keep this up. I don't know if Manchester United can keep up the consistency in their performances, and the only reason I say that is because I don't know the way Manchester United play. They don't really play with any. They don't really beat teams convincingly enough to give me the belief that they can actually go on to win the league. And I mean, I'm not saying that. And at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter how you play as long as you win the games. But I mean, if you look through the games that they won, I mean, they barely beat Aston Villa if it wasn't for a really contentious penalty. They barely beat Wolves, and that was literally in the last minute of the game through a poor defensive sequence by Wolves. They beat Leeds, who can't defend to save their lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's like how much stock. Like if you look at their next upcoming games, they're playing Fulham, then they're playing Burnley, they're playing Liverpool, they're playing Sheffield, and they're playing Arsenal, who are actually on good form now. So pretty much what I'd say to Man United is that after they go through, and then after Arsenal they play Southampton, and then they play Everton, and then they play West Brom. So what I'll say is after, let's say, February 13th, if they're still in and around the top of the league, then I'd say that they have a very realistic chance of winning the league. I mean, another thing to keep in mind too, if we're going down the negatives, is that they're really also outperforming their expected points by about 6 points. I mean, expected points has them at 6 with 27 points. And obviously, expected points, it's a flawed stat, but it kind of goes to my point of how are they really getting out these wins, and if they can keep this up. If they can, then definitely they will be in and around the league. I don't think that they'll be able to, but I mean, at the end, we'll never really know until they play the games. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on Man United. Let me know what you guys think about their season, and I'm not gonna lie to you, if they do end up somehow winning this league, then I think that's an indictment on everybody else that's in this league, especially Pep, especially Jurgen, and especially Frank Lampard. Yeah, that's just my video for today. Comment down below where you think they're gonna finish. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and have a good day.